Yeah, the chapter this week was kinda mid. I don't like using that word a lot, but it was mid. Like, yeah, we had some great moments and definitely a great one moment that I'm going to talk about later. But a lot of the chapter just felt like, I don't know, just it filler. Like, that's what it felt like to me. But let's get into the video. All right. The main thing that I will say that kind of bugged me the most was the Momonosuke thing. Like, yes, I get it. He's still technically like a child at heart. So obviously it's going to conflict with him saying he can't do it and all that. But he's been saying he can't do it for the past like 10 chapters now. So when I hear it over and over again, I'm like, okay, we get it. Like, all right, cool. But the flashback was kind of cool. It was kind of like, all right, yeah, he's reminiscing on the times he says he can't do it. He's just a kid or whatever. But at the same time, it's like, all right, we get it, man. Like, all right, you can do it now. So like, we'll see some. Next chapter will be the chapter that I think will be the more hype chapter. But this one, because of Momonosuke, that took like, I'm not gonna lie, it took a lot of the chapter. But that is one of the more reasons why I thought the chapter this week was mid. All right. We got to talk about Luffy versus Kaido. And this dude Kaido, he happy. He like, oh, you grab lightning. This kind of ridiculous. I ain't gonna lie to you. Luffy throws that thing like he Pikachu, right? So I'm like, okay, he got to do some type of damage to Kaido. This dude Kaido's a tank. Like, I don't remember the last One Piece character that could one character. I can't remember one besides like Whitebeard maybe. That's this much of a tank, bro. Kaido's been fighting for like over 40 chapters maybe, around there, and each time he's just been getting back up, like, and he just looks like unfazed. Like, yeah, he's getting damage done to him by Luffy, but at the end of the day, he just looks so unfazed. It's crazy. But Kaido, he's just beating Luffy, and it's like, yeah, Luffy's not like getting totally beat down. Like, he's not gonna like punished like he did when he didn't have a advanced Conqueror's Haki or Year 5, but it just looked bad. I was like, oh, you feel bad sometimes, and he's just talking trash, right? But he did say something that I was like, oh, this is kind of confirming it. He was like, in the end, a strong devil fruit power isn't enough to conquer the seas. You need Haki. So I was like, oh, okay. So that kind of confirms that Haki is stronger than devil fruits, even though I felt that it always has been since Oda implemented Haki into the story. But he dropped the bomb. He was like, Roger had no devil fruit power and still brought the world to a heel. If Roger could do that, we might have to think about how we rank Roger in his list and all the other people that have Haki. Because if that's the case, we got to put them on a new type of tier like Garp and Rayleigh. So that's what mainly this dude kind of was really, he surprised me this chapter with all of that. I also do want to cover at the Fire Festival, they're launching the lanterns into the sky. And I want to cover this because this is kind of like sad, because it's like the stuff they're really saying is really like, when you really read it, it's really kind of like heart wrenching. They're like, as soon as the festival ends, when the sun will rise, we'll be slaves again. That was kind of like crazy to witness. Like, this is the one time of year where they get to feel like actual people. And the rest of the 364 days, they have to struggle to even live and provide for, some people got to provide for their family. So it's kind of hard to see. But even like looking at everybody, it's really like, yeah, they're happy, but it's really just sad, bro. Do you know what else was really sad? You not hitting that like and subscribe button. You like 5 minutes into the video. All right, let's get back to it. My bad. Also, you can see the people of Wano in general, because even the samurai are saying like, look, because Hyoguro, I can't pronounce, y'all know who I'm talking about. Anyway, he was like, we really only got two choices for real. Only live a little longer, cling on to our lives, or we die and save Wano. The samurai are really willing to die for this because they got families that if this their sacrifice, then they rather die and have their families be free than just be able to live how they were living, which is really a testament to like how much struggle they really been struggling over the past 20 years. It's crazy. So we get the panel the samurai cheering on Luffy saying bring down Kaido once and for all. Wise kid here. He better not be plotting nothing either, because he can't plot nothing. What's he gonna do? Beat Luffy? It is not happening, bro. So what you plotting, kid? Better be something good for the community, like some community service in Wano after we're done defeating Kaido. You better not be doing anything stupid. Anyway, we pretty much cut to this dude Usopp, man. Bro, first of all, this is what I mean by there's a lot of just random filler going on, bro. Why? Oda, first of all, you ain't have to show us this. Even though it was kind of funny, you ain't have to show us this. But I'm kind of glad he did. Bro, we get it, man. Yo, he has not changed since the first part of the story, and I'm not gonna lie, he's warmed up to me a little bit now. Because before I didn't like his little, oh my god, we're running. I like it now. I like it now. The only other thing that I did like about this chapter that was like peak. So the Roger thing was the first one that was like pointed out. Okay, Roger didn't have a devil fruit, and he really ran the seas for real. So that gives us different theories about how strong different people are that don't have a devil fruit. The second thing was, as y'all probably already know, the giant fist. Bro, that thing is as big as Onigashima. Like, you know how crazy that is? And he's telling Momo, move the island right now or I'm gonna punch through the whole thing. Like, this dude Luffy has no regard for human life. But that was the end of the chapter. So, like, realistically, the chapter really had, like, no... I don't want to say no substance, but it was, like, a lot of just things that just didn't need to be there. Overall, I'll probably rate the chapter around like a 7.5. I mean, it wasn't really that like impactful as the other ones, obviously. I feel like this would have been probably rated higher if it wasn't in the middle of like 2 or 3 great chapters in a row. So yeah, it just had the 2 things that stuck out were the big fist as big as Onigashima and Roger. So that's what pretty much bumped it up, because if that wasn't in it, those two would have been like a 5. And I never rated a One Piece chapter probably that low ever. If y'all like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, do all that good stuff YouTubers tell you to do, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out.